Present tense questions and negative statements require structural anchors. The helpers do and does. Do connects to the pronouns I, you, we, and they. Does is more restrictive, connecting only to third-person singular subjects, he, she, and it. Let's test that split. Blank you like coffee. Because the subject is you, the helper must be do. Identifying the pronoun is the first hurdle in the process. Once this pairing becomes automatic, it dictates how the rest of your present tense inquiry is built. Moving to the past tense actually simplifies the subject-verb agreement. Did is the past tense equivalent for both do and does, and it applies to every pronoun without exception. There is one core rule here, the base verb rule. Since the word did already carries the past tense for the whole sentence, the main action verb must return to its simplest base form. This is where many learners stumble by creating a double past. You don't say, did you went, because the past tense is already present in the word did. The correct pairing is, did you go? Try it here. Which sentence follows the rule? Did she call you is the correct choice, because call is in its base form. Applying the base verb rule consistently removes a frequent error, aligning your phrasing with how native speakers structure past tense dialogue. To say no, we add the word not. In conversation, these typically compress into contractions: don't, doesn't, and didn't. Notice how the helper verb defines the time of the action. Do you play tennis? Asks about your current routine. Did you play tennis? Asks about a specific event that is already over. These words function as complete, standalone responses. If a colleague asks, did you see the email? A simple yes, I did or no, I didn't provides a full, natural answer. These auxiliary verbs serve as the structural shorthand of English, allowing you to participate in fast-paced conversations without repeating every word of the question. These helpers also have a secondary use, emphasis. Adding the helper back in, like I did tell you, communicates strong certainty. Let's switch rules quickly. Blank, you see him? Did. She blank not know. Doesn't. We blank work here. Do. Blank it rain yesterday? Did. These patterns rely on two consistent mechanics: matching the helper verb to the subject pronoun and keeping the main action verb in its base form. This grid organizes every variable we've learned, showing how time and person dictate which helper you use. Before finishing, construct 5 original sentences about your day, 3 about your normal routine, and 2 about yesterday. Grammatical rules transform into fluency through repetition. By practicing these patterns daily, you remove the need for conscious translation during a conversation.